Do your gap shots look like this? Would you rather they look like this? Tune in for this quick tip. Hey everybody, before we get into the video, I just want to say a quick thank you to everybody who subscribed to some of the channel here. My goal in the last video was to get 100 subscribers, and last I checked we're at 112. So thank you all so much for just supporting me on this endeavor. This was just kind of a fun, silly little project I decided to try and do when I was, sitting at home when the stay-at-home orders were starting, and it's kind of just gone from there. And I'm really excited and happy to see people supporting me with that. So I want to just do a quick thank you to you all for that by doing a quick giveaway for a couple people who comment below. So first off, if you could just comment below on this video to be eligible, maybe put let's put, if you were interested in seeing something else in the video, maybe put a request in there, what you would like to see from the channel, what you would like to see content-wise. That'd be great. And then that'll put you eligible for the giveaway here. Unfortunately for the giveaway right now, I'm going to have to limit it to the continental 48 states here. But if you're in the continental US and are interested in, a free disc, please leave that comment below. The two discs I'm going to be giving away, first off, I'm going to give away a brand new Orion LF that is left over from a tournament I ran last summer. LF is a great disc. I really love the mold. I actually really love the plastic here. It's a serious, it's kind of a softer Sirius, which is really interesting. I really like throwing that. So that's one of the disc options. And then the second option is a Plastic Addicts Intervention, which is a really nice flat forehand disc that has a lot of consistency. So if you could, just please leave that comment below on this video, and I will do a drawing of some sort for my next video here. So that being said, let's head to the video. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Quick Tips series here, where I have another quick tip for you all about hitting gaps. We all have those moments when we're standing on a tee pad looking at a gap in the fairway and we're thinking to ourselves, that's gonna be tough to hit. You start getting nervous, you start getting worried about it. And so this quick tip is all about how to hit those gaps more consistently. And this is gonna sound weird, but I'm gonna say to you that the best way of consistently hitting those gaps is all about your feet. Yes, that's right. Your feet and your footwork is gonna set you up best to hit that gap. Let me explain. So, first off, disc golf is a game of consistency. I worked at a summer camp a few summers ago, and we taught archery. And one of the main tenets of archery is as long as you're consistent, that's good. So even if you're aiming at the target and you're a little bit off, that's good as long as you're consistently missing that amount, because then you can correct for it, aim a little bit higher, maybe a little bit more right, and you're going to be able to hit the bullseye more frequently. And so I think that's an important concept when we're thinking about disc golf as well. Consistency is going to lead to the best results, and I think gap shots are the biggest example of that. And one of the things that people are the least consistent about is their footwork. They change their speed. So for instance, they do a run up like this. Right? That's kind of a ridiculous run up, but we've all seen people run up at that speed with that many footsteps in that short amount of time. Really unnecessary, and it's very hard to be consistent when you're having that much going on. And so what I recommend is slowing down your footwork, being smooth, and specifically focusing on your last step when you're getting ready to hit the gap. I think this move in disc golf is the most important move for consistency. That one right there, when you're stepping forward and loading your upper body. If you are not consistent with this, there is no way you are going to actually release the disc consistently out here. And so what I'm going to strongly recommend, when you're facing that gap, I want you to slow things down. I want you to try and think smooth. All right, so let me explain what I mean with this last step and consistency. So this last step here, stepping forward with your front foot and loading your upper body, This is where we get consistency. If we are off with this, we're going to be off with this when we're actually pulling through on our shot. So for instance, let's talk about the timing of when the front foot hits the ground. If that's off, that can throw off the height and the release line of your disc. So for instance, let's say I'm delayed with my step and I don't land my front foot when I'm thinking. Well, what frequently happens with that is your upper body is loaded, your lower body is still moving, and so what you'll end up having happen is you kind of lean forward, which leads to either you throw it into the ground or you do one of these and you do an air bounce and it doesn't go anywhere. Either way, that's going to lead to bad results. If your front foot is early, if you step first and you're still loading, then your lower body is going to be moving forward, your upper body is going to be back still, and you're going to end up skying it out. Clearly a little bit exaggerated, but that's generally the idea. If your timing is right here, if you're hitting your timing at exactly the same point, you're going to have more consistency bringing it forward here. So that's what I mean when I say consistency with that last step. If we do a slow run up, we're more likely to hit our timing well, which means we're more likely to bring the disc through where we want it, which means we're more likely to get that gap and make it through that gap and get the disc to do exactly what we're wanting. So your run up shouldn't look like this. Your run up should look like this. Just a nice, slow, smooth run up. That way you're able to hit your landing points of your front foot at the same time your reach back or your load maximizes so that you're able to hit your lines consistently. So that's the end of the video here. I hope you found that tip helpful. If you did, please give the video a like and subscribe. You can also check out my other quick tips from the series as well, talking about some other aspects of the game. I'm hoping to get more of these done here coming up, yeah, be on the lookout with the channel. Please subscribe so you can keep seeing my videos. Thank you all so much for your support with this video, with this, whole YouTube thing that I started in the middle of a pandemic because I was kind of bored and wanted to give it a shot. I really appreciate the support that I've been seeing from you all with this. So thank you so much for that. Thanks to my sponsors, Millennium and Plastic Addicts, for their support as well this year. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and if you can, throw some discs. See ya.